Hmm. Let's create notebook. So today we will discuss partition by. Only four participants. We have. Okay, no worries. Okay, today we will discuss partition by. It is very so partition by is optimize if you want to perform any optimization, right? So optimization performance, you will use this partition by. Okay, so it is a very important concept in PySpark, especially when you are working with large data sets, right? So which have more than 1 lakh 2 lakh records. So when you are working with large. Hmm. So yeah, so when you are working with large data sets and you want to optimize performance, or if you want to perform some group-based operations, then this partition by will be useful. Okay, so it is a partition by. And by is very important concept in Facebook. So it is especially used. Uh, Especially when you are working with large data sets and you want to optimize performance. If you want to optimize performance, or if you want to perform some group based operations. So we will discuss both. So group based operations we will discuss with the partition by, and then optimize how can we optimize the performance, we will discuss. So this one is physically. So if you want to optimize performance means that one is physically, and when you want to perform group based operations, then it is a logically. We will discuss both of these. Okay. Mm, yeah. So first one we will discuss first one. So first one is physical partitioning. So when we will use this partition by while while writing data. Okay, it may be physical partitioning. Okay, physical partitioning on disk. On disk means storage container. Storage container or our DBFS. We have database file system now. So whenever you are writing data, maybe so you have one column, department column. So in the department column we have HR. Okay, we have employees data. So inside in employees data we have in department column. So in the data set size is 3 lakhs. Let's imagine the data set size is 3 lakh records it has. So whenever you are writing now, so if you use only one worker node and write the data to output location, I mean sync location, then it is going to take 30 minutes. Okay, if you use only one worker node. If you use partition by and if you use three workers, so they will work parallelly. So in if you have employees, you have department like HR, finance, and IT. So one worker will write HR data. So other worker will write marketing data. Third worker will write this one, what IT data. So now they divided the 3 lakh records into 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, and the folder structure also. Whatever the folder structure you give, so it will write so employees HR, employees IT, employees marketing. So it will write to each folder, it will write only that specific department employees data. So understood. So it will create. So how many? So if you will perform now partition by some column name you will give. Maybe partition by role. So in that role you have data engineer, data scientist, and data analyst. So they will write only. So in one folder only data engineers data. In second folder only data scientist data. In third folder only data analyst data. Okay. So if you perform this partition by on what department column, so HR data in one folder, and IT people data in one folder, and marketing employees data in one folder. So whenever you want to so retrieve the data by groups, if you want only the HR people data, then you can give that folder name. Just you can fetch. So instead of fetching 3 lakh people data, you can fetch only HR people 1 lakh data only. You want some ID, you want to perform some operations on only ID people, then what you can do, so you can directly give that, because physically it has created 3 separate folders, right? So you can give that folder structure, and it will give you only those people. So maybe it will be confusing as of now. So whenever we discuss one example, that time you will get. Okay. So what it does, it will this partition by. So while writing the data onto the disk, it will physically partition the data. It will create how many. So you will operate that partition by on one column. Now in that column, how many different values you have, those many different folders it will create for you. Okay. Yeah. So this is used to organize. So if you want to organize output files into separate folders based on some column, so you have a department column and you want IT people data in one folder, HR people data. So like that. So if this is used to organize output files into separate folders based on column values. So what it does, so what is the importance of it? It improves. So why we perform this physical partitioning? It improves performance while querying partition data. So I mean, so we have partition now. So if you want only those data, so HR data or IT data, you can call that data only. Instead of fetching 3 lakh people, you can fetch only those many people. And easier data management also. So I mean, each folder contains separate data, right? So to maintain this data management also easy for us. Okay. Mm, what can we? Mm, query. Okay. Okay. So let's create. Okay. So maybe as of now, it may be confusing. So I think some of you got what it does. But so when I explain now, so you will understand fully. How many people are there? Okay, no one is in queue now. Okay. Mm, mm, mm. Let's create data. First columns. What columns I can take? Okay, so partition by maybe department we can take. Okay, name and then department, uh, salary. Okay, so we have this data. Uh, First one, Anil, maybe sales, and his salary is 5,000. Let's copy this. Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V. Okay, second one, Bobby. He also belongs to sales and 4,000. Chari, he belongs to IT, 6,000. David, IT, 5,500. Eric, maybe HR. Okay, 4500 last Farouk, uh, HR. Okay. Okay. Let's create data frame. Spark dot create data frame data columns df dot show. You know all this, right? So how to create data frame, everything you know. So now, let's think. So in real time, we will not have only six columns, six rows. We will have the data set maybe very large. So you have maybe in your organization. So the total employees are, let's take HCL or TCS. So their count will be more than 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, right? So to maintain the data, so it is very difficult if you, because in the same organization we can have many departments. To maintain all the people data in one folder or one file, it is very, I mean, it is not data managed, and it is not clean also. So if all the employees in one file now, so it is hard to read and it is very difficult to write also. So if you want to manage, so you want data management, and if you want subfolders with each department as one file, then we can use this. So while writing, we can write using partition by. So df dot, so how to write one data frame to file, df dot write dot uh, mode, otherwise this one, right? Df dot write dot csv, right? Let's take parquet. So inside this, what you will give? You will give the path. So instead of this, what I am doing, so df dot write partition by. I'm using this function. And on which column I am using partition? So you have to pass column here. So partition by department column. So partition by department dot. So mode, I am taking overwrite mode. So always it overwrites. Dot parquet. So format is parquet. So inside this we need to pass the path, right? So today, so after this discussing of partition by transformation, so we will create Azure Databricks, and we will mount, I mean, so how to mount ADLS service with Databricks, we will see. So till now we are using this Databricks file system, right? So instead of Databricks file system, we can use Azure Data Lake storage only. That I will show you. We will discuss that one today. Control V. Gopi slash partition. By inside Gopi, I am creating one more. This one, partition by department. Let's run this. Okay, catalog, DBFS, Gopi. So it has created partition by department folder. It has created. Inside this, you can see. So inside, we haven't created this department HR, department ID, department sales. Okay. So we haven't created, I mean, physically, we haven't created. Okay. So it has created physically. Okay. So here you can see just we created this one, partition by department, just we passed this. So by Spark, Apache Spark has created it for us. So because we are using this partition by department, so inside this partition by inside this department, how many unique values are there, those many folders it will create. So how many unique values we have? Sales data in one file, IT people data in one file, HR people data in one file. You can see here DBFS. Okay, so yeah, here you can see department HR. So HR people data will be inside this. Department IT people will data will be inside this. Department sales. So we will see how to. So we will read this file, so and then we can see, because here I cannot open. So this is not CSV, right? So this is Parquet file. We cannot read also. So let me read df one df1 equal to spark dot read dot Parquet this part. Df1 dot show. So I am reading only department equal to HR data. So here inside this original data frame, we have 6 records, but with HR, we have only Eric and Farooq, right? So here you can see, so Farooq and Eric only. So they belongs to HR department, right? So that's why here you can see in original data frame, we have name, department, and salary. But in this case, we don't have a department column, because so to fetch the column, that column also takes, it consumes resources and takes time, right? That's why we already given, I want HR data. So here the column name will be HR only, unique, right? So here column name will be HR. So that's why, so it won't fetch column, department column. It gives us the name and salary only. Okay. So if we want IT data, so just pass this department equal to IT. So it has created that folder, right? So in here you can see only IT people data, Chari and David. Chari and David. So if you want all the people data, then how can we do it? Can anyone answer? Here we physically created the partitions folder, separate folders we have created. It is very easy for us if we have large data set. In that case, it will be very easy for data management and query performance also very easy, right? Here we have to query for 6 rows, but here only 2 rows. In general, in real time, it will be maybe 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs. So HR people maybe 2 lakh, 3 lakh. So here it consumes 1 hour. Here it will consumes only 22 to 30 minutes, less than 20 minutes. Okay, so if I want all people data, so then how can we do it? How can we achieve it? So here, if you go here, it has physically partitioned, right? If you see here, it has physically partitioned by department, HR, IT, and sales. I want all the information. I want original data frame. So how can we get that data, original data, all departments data? Just pass this folder. That's it. See name, salary, and department. So if you pass the original, this one, original path, it will fetch all the employees data. So if you give logically, if physically it has created, if you give that folder name here, department/department equal to IT, then in this case, it is going to fetch only the IT employees data. So if you want to all the data, just give up to here. If you want managed data, then you can give this folder structure. So whatever the folder structure Spark has created, that folder path you can give directly. This one. Yeah, department equal to HR. Understood? So this is physical partitioning. So it is physically partitioning on disk, I mean on storage account, it is physically partitioned. So if you want to perform some row operations, so then it will, this partition by will, what it will do? 1 minute. it will logically split that, logically group the data. Okay, so this partition by, I told na, so it is two ways. One is physically partitioning on disk and logically partitioning in memory. Okay, so that is second one case is logically partitioning in memory. First one is physically partitioning on disk. So we have seen this case. So how it physically partitioned on storage account. So we have seen. Okay, so let's discuss second case. This partition by only, this partition by function transformation. So with window functions, it is for logical partitioning in memory. Okay, in memory while performing group based.
Lubaka.
What? Somshekar, are you saying something? Okay. So guys, so first case was physical partitioning and second case was logical partitioning. So using window functions. So we will group. So if you want to perform some row wise operation, then we can use this window function together with partition by, and we can perform some group based calculations. So let's discuss. So let's discuss that case also. Mm, let me create this one, a data first. Hmm, I think I can use same data here. I will use same data. Okay, let's add uh, Gopi, maybe HR, and his salary 4,700. Okay, Control C, Control V, Control V. Hari, he belongs to HR, and his salary. Sorry, last one. Hmm, Evening. Okay. So sales. Okay. Sales. Hmm. IT. IT. Okay. Hmm. IT. How many people we have? One, two, three. A week. Okay. Sales. Okay. IT. IT. Okay. G. H. G. Okay. John. IT, how many are there? One, two, only one, two. Okay. Okay. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Okay. Sales, three people. Okay. IT, three people. And HR, four. Okay. Now. So the leadership. So we have given. So here we have some sales. We have this one some employees data. So in employees we have three different departments: sales department, IT department, and HR department. So the leadership want to know. So they want aggregated data. Which aggregated data they want? Department wise. Okay. So department wise they want the data. So who is getting highest salary? Who is getting next highest salary? So they want ranking. So they want to so first who is the who is getting highest salary? So what is the highest salary? And the second case, second highest is who? So they want that type of information. Okay. So then that scenario we can use this partition by along with window specification. Okay. So first we need to create. So to perform this, we need to create window specifications. Okay. Window specifications. So we have this function window dot. So window dot, earlier we are using df dot partition by, right? So here we will create window specifications. This window specifications is window is nothing but here. How can we define this window? Mm, yeah, so let's first discuss what is window. Window function, it is also one of the function. Lets you perform row wise. So whenever you want to perform row wise operations over a group of rows. So this group of rows are called as window. Okay, this is called as a window. So we will do group by na. So group by department or group by some other group by role. So you will so this group of rows is called a window. Okay. So without collapsing them into a single row. So we will see. So whenever you perform this group by operation, na, so in normally in if you use without window specification, if you perform group by, so it is like a single window means HR this much IT. So it will create only three rows, right? So one is so if you perform earlier we have seen, right, group by function along with aggregations we have seen. So that time what it will create, how many different groups it has, sales, IT, and HR, right? So it will create only three single rows. But here it won't create only single row. So when you perform this window, so it won't create you single row. It will create how many people are there. Those many times you will get HR, HR, HR. So how many IT people are there? Those many times you will get IT, IT, IT. So it is not like a traditional group by operation. So it will create, okay, so it will create a window for all the people. So when we discuss now, that time you will understand much better. Okay. So window dot partition by window dot partition by, so which column I want to partition, I mean this one grouping, partition by department and dot order by order by sales. No, no, not sales, salary. Which column we have here? Salary, right? Okay. So if I run this query, it will throw error because window is not specified. Okay. So from PySpark dot SQL dot functions import all. PySpark dot SQL PySpark functions. Hmm. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, I think window is a separate function from PySpark dot SQL dot window import window. Window is separate module. Mm, partition, partition by. Okay. So here we have created one group, one window we have created. So what it is doing? So it is partition. It will do the partition by department. Okay. So and then order by salary. So we have created this window specification. So it will be, so we are doing sorting and grouping. So it is grouped by department. So here we are performing both. One is grouping by department and order by salary. So and this order we will see, we can keep here. So ascending or descending next whenever we are transforming that time. So this one just for what we have given. So it defined the window specification. That's it. So group by which column and order by which column, that specification we have given here. Then next we will do we have some functions, right? So row function, row number, rank, dense rank, those we will see here. Okay. Mm, so you want to df with rank, you want rank. Okay. Mm, df dot, so here we have df, right? Okay. So on top of this df dot with column, it will create new column for us. So with row number, so you want ranking. So row number dot, we have function, this function row number function, and inside this row number dot over this window specific. Let me write first. I will explain everything. Uh, df with ranks. Okay, okay, nice, 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 nice. Okay, let's see. Let's discuss this one. So first, what we have did. So what first we have created the data. Okay, so then we have created data frame. So in this one, we have one department column and salary column. Okay, so we want to perform some logical partitioning, and we want some row. We want to perform some row based operation. That time you can use Windows. So it is very optimized way. So this window specification, what it will do? So it will create one window. So one window for this data frame where the data is grouped by department. I mean partitioned by department, grouped by department, and so ordered by salary. So the order is salary, it is ordered by salary. Okay, that window specification we are using here. Okay, so here just we are doing one transformation, that is with column. So with column and row number, it has created one row number column. That's it. Okay. So here we need to give one expression, right? So that expression is row number operation we are performing. So row number, we have one function that we are performing this row number on top of this window specification. We already given this window specification, right? So row number we want to perform row number transformation. So the row number transformation where we want to perform, so by here. So here we have given some specification na? So partition by department and order by salary. So we want this row number for these specifications. So here you can see, so it is grouped, right? Partition by department. So it is partitioned. So HR data one place, IT people data one at one place, sales data at one place, and order by salary. Salary you can see. So 4,500, 4,700, 700, 5,600 means ascending order. This one also ascending order. By default, it is ascending order. So what you want to know, what you want to perform, you want to perform. So who is getting least salary? Who is getting second least salary? Who is getting third? No, no. Yeah, so who is getting, yeah, it is like, so for least person, I mean, so ascending order, right? So the highest salary, the person who is getting highest salary, he will be given high rank. So the person with the lowest salary will be given low rank. Okay, so if you want to perform on here only, we can what we can do, so descending we can do. Let's see how can we give this descending. Hmm. Order by here only, I think. Order by salary dot descending. No, 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 no. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Order by, if you want, order by column salary dot. It will work, right? Yeah. Yes, it works. So here you can see from among HR people, the person who is getting highest salary will be given first rank. Second highest salary will be given second rank. Third person, so third highest salary will be given third rank, and fourth. So this one here also. So among IT people, the person who is getting highest salary will be given one, two, three, likewise. So you understood, right? So this row number, what it is going to do? So this row number will be given, it gives, so even though these two people have the same what same this one same salary, they have given it, it has given different ranks. Okay, how it is giving different ranks, you can see here. Okay, so Farooq and Gopi. So Farooq, if you see alphabetically, F comes first, right? That's why it has given second rank to him. So Gopi, he comes next, right? That's why third rank. Even though salary is same, it should give one, two, two, three, right? So normally, but in this case, this if you perform this row number, so it is unique number ranking it will give. So here also you can zero see 5,500 and 5,500. So it should give one, two, two, but it gives unique ranking. That's why D comes first compared to this one, right? J. That's why it has given. So you understood, right? So if the leadership want to know, so who is getting highest salary? Okay, then that case you can use this window and this one. So here, if you perform this group by, what happens? So this HR people data won't come three times. So it will be grouped by. So HR will be only once. So if we cannot perform this row number, if you use direct group by. So that's why what we are doing, we are doing the group by, but using partition by. Here you can see I haven't used group by. It is like, so if you use group by, it will be like a single row. Traditional group by will be a single row. So instead of this group by, what we can do, we can use this partition by, and then so window functions. Using this, we can achieve this group by performance. So here you can see these three are grouped together. These are three are grouped together. These are three are grouped together, but not in a single row. So you can see here, and we also have. Row number and rank also, rank function we have. Let's discuss that one also. Hmm, dot with column. Okay, let's create one more this one column rank, rank function. On top of this rank function, over window window specifications. Okay, let's run it. Okay, so it has created rank also. Here you can see, so you want to perform this rank. Here you can see, so first one, yeah, so highest salary first. Second highest salary, you can see 2, 2. So in row number, you will get unique numbering, unique ranking. But if you use rank function, so you will get, so the persons with the employees with the same salary will get the same rank. But the problem with this one is, so it skipped to third rank, right? Here you can see third rank is skipped directly fourth one, because it is fourth row in this group. That's why fourth rank. Yeah. And here also you can see IT people. So we have 5,500 and 5,500. So 2 2. So it has only three rows. That's why you cannot see here one, and the persons with the same salary second rank, and skipped one rank. Here you should get three, but three has given here. So three has given here. That's why four. So 1 2 2. If you have IT people with some others, one more Rona. So here also 1 2 2 4 you will get. Three will be skipped. Here you can see these three are different. So 5,000, 4,500, 4,000 are different, right? That's why different. So we have one more this one more row function, that is dense ranking. So let's see the dense rank also. Mm, dense rank, yeah, dense rank over window specifications. Here you can see dense ranking. So first highest salary, first ranking, and HR people, in HR people 4,500, 700, two times we have seen. So here 2 2. So it hasn't skipped the rank, you can see. So here 1 2 2 3 skipped and 4 here, but it won't skip the ranking. So 1 2 2, next one is 3, right? Yes. So here 1 2 2, here also 1 2 2. If you have other IT employees with one more record, it will be 3 only. It won't skip. So here unique salary, so unique ranking. So the difference between row number to rank number is, so row number will give you unique ranking. If you want unique ranking, go with this row number. If you want ranking, so you want ranking, and so it will skip the this one. I mean, so it will skip the what this one repeated two times, right? It will skip the next ranking and it will give you. So if you want that kind of ranking, you can go with this rank. If you don't want to skip the ranking, then go with this dense rank. So this is also what when you want to perform, so group based operations, you for row this one row based operations, then you can use this partition by. Here the partition by is in memory compared. So earlier we are when while writing file to hard disk, we have seen that is physical partitioning. Here we are using window function, right? So this is logically partitioned. So it logically partitioned the data in memory, and we can perform the row based operations like here. So it assigns row number. What it does, it assigns a unique number to each row. So regardless of duplicate rows. So we have some duplicate rows, right? So here, so it duplicate rows, it won't look for duplicate rows. It gives you unique ranking. Okay. And this rank, what it gives? So it gives the same rank to the duplicate values. It gives the same rank to the duplicate values. And what the problem with this one is, it skips the next ranks. It skipped the third rank, right? So it skips the next ranks. Okay. Uh, so this dense rank, okay, what it does, it performs same like ranking, but it doesn't keep the next rank. So 1 2 2 3 here it skipped third rank, right? It won't skip it. Okay. Mm, yeah, guys, if you have any doubts regarding this, you can ask me. So partition by. So we have discussed both. One is physical partitioning and other one is logical partitioning. So if you have any doubts, we can discuss for next 2 to 3 minutes. Otherwise, what we can do, we can create Azure Databricks, and we can connect to a storage account using, we will create mount point today. So we'll create mount point, and we will see how to connect to ADLS from Databricks. Yes, Shankar.
No, sir. Everything fine.
Okay. Okay, let's create Azure Databricks. Create. Azure Databricks. Yeah, let's create it. Pay as you go. April. Okay. April AD full stack. No, 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 no. Mm, 1 minute, guys. April. Mm, think. Mm, okay. Let me create new resource group. February ADE new resource. We created refresh. Okay. Now create database. You should be careful while creating Databricks here. So it is okay, pay as you go, and the resource group, it is also okay. Workspace name, uh, dbx gopi db fib dbx, okay, and ustus, okay, and not premium. Take standard one only. Premium will be very costly. Review and create standard one. Yeah, create it. Duplicate home web, this one. Let's create storage container also. Storage account. Okay, create pay as you go. Okay, feb ADLS. Feb ADLS. Okay, standard. Okay, standard is sufficient. Okay, this one. Okay, and in advanced, we need to check this one, right, for ADLS. And here cold is sufficient. You know all this. Okay, pay as you go. This one standard. Okay, cold. Okay, 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 okay. Create. It will take 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. Mm,
Hmm.
Create container input. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so meanwhile, we can see here. So whenever you want to access storage account from Databricks, na, that time you should have account key. So here, network, can I see this network? Inside security and network, you can see access keys. So here you will have two keys. One here show. So any one key you need. Okay, so you can copy this. Okay, so this is so to access, okay, to access ADLS from Databricks, you need storage account name and account key. So where account key will be there? So account key you can find inside network and security. So inside network and security, you can find the access keys, either access key one or access key two. So any one of them is sufficient. So I will show you how can we connect from Databricks, because Databricks is one Azure service. ADLS storage content account is one more Azure service. Both are different services. So to integrate between these two, how can we connect from Databricks to this one using account key? We will discuss today. Guys, are you practicing? So if you practice, then only you can understand. Okay, so I think most of the transformations are completed. So now you can start practicing, and you can download some data, so some CSV files or Parquet files from online, and you can start practicing the transformation, because the transformation part is very important thing in data engineering. Okay, so every day you will get these kind of tasks. So they will give you raw data and they will ask you to clean the data. So which will be consumed by data analyst or data scientist. So what you need to do? So you have to apply some transformations, some some filtering or dropping duplicates and adding null values to the missing columns. So practice those. So it will be helpful for you. So daily, the data engineer's work is to clean the data. So how he cleans the data using these transformations and what filtering, adding, if any columns values are some values are missing, we need to fill with null values, right? So we have discussed everything. Okay, so regarding this transformation, you can start practicing now. So maybe next 3 to 4 classes, maybe 4 to 5 classes next. Yeah, so 4 to 5 classes we will discuss some important concepts like a creation of how we connect to ADLS, how can we connect to SQL Server, okay, and how can we move the folders. I mean, from the Databricks only, we can make the changes in ADLS. How can we do it? Okay, and next, some you how to what are the characters? I mean, what is the importance of Unity Catalog and Delta Live tables, the very new feature added to Databricks. That one we will discuss. How can we do the CI/CD for Databricks using GitHub? That we will discuss. Okay, so some 4 to 5 sessions. I think next 6 to 7 hours it will take, and we can discuss one real-time project also. Okay, so uh, now you are in a good position to start practicing on this one, Databricks, because we have discussed, I think, more than we started on April 3rd, I guess. Okay, so 40 days completed. Why it is taking this much time? This we call connecting from Databricks to ADLS. We call mounting, creation of mount point. Okay. In interviews, they may ask, "Do you know how can we connect? How you will connect from Databricks to ADLS?" They will ask you. So no need to write the code. So the code is available on online. Just say we can use mount point. So we can create mount point from Databricks so that I can access ADLS, you can say. And they will ask you how you will connect from Databricks to SQL databases, how you will connect. So you can say like, I will use JDBC connector. So inside to the JDBC connector, we will pass everything, the host name, the database name, and the database password, everything we will pass. So we can connect to that data base you from Databricks. So one is mount point. To connect to ADLS, I will create mount point, you will say. So to connect to SQL databases, you say using JDBC connector, I will connect to this one, you can say. Till it is deploying. Meanwhile, we can discuss this one, right? So you can no need to remember this code. Just this one, you can ask ChatGPT. So I want to connect to ADLS from Databricks. So how can I connect? So it will give you this code. Just copy this code. Okay, what it will ask you. So account name. So you should provide account name, container name, input or what folder name you have to provide here. Account key. So you need to provide the account key here, and mount point. So the what is the mount point? This slash mount, the container name anyhow we are providing. and this configuration. So inside this configurations, so this Azure account key, the account name we need to pass, and then so mount inside mount source. What is the source? Source is this one. Account name and container name are the source, and mount point we already provided. Extra configurations. So this account key. That's it. Mm, yeah, this one. Yeah, it is complete. Guys, if any one of you using this Azure Databricks with pay as you go, na, don't go for this premium, guys. It will cost. So you don't know how much. If you run any Delta table or if you run any SQL query, it is going to cost you so 1,000 rupees, thousand in thousands. That's why. So don't create this one premium one. Create only standard one. So if you are in pay as you go method, if your subscription is pay as you go, then don't go with standard one only. Users. Okay, inside this, mm, let me create one notebook here. On the notebook, okay, before this, we need to create compute, right? Create compute. Mm, single node is sufficient. Okay. 15.4. Yeah, 15.4 or 12.2, anything is okay. Create compute. Okay, guys. So we are here. So in compute, we have two different. Okay, one is all-purpose compute and job compute. Have we discussed this one? What is the difference between all-purpose and job compute? Have we discussed? Okay, so all-purpose compute means it is interactive cluster. So we need to create the cluster, right? So to operate our notebooks, so and we need to attach the cluster. So the notebooks will run on that cluster only. So here we have one is all-purpose cluster and job cluster. So this all-purpose compute, if you create this one, so here you are providing some configurations, right? So a runtime version. So the latest runtime version is 16.4, and this one. So you can give. So now we are performing very small task, right? So I am giving only 16 GB. You can go if your data set is very large, then you can select 32 or 64. It depends. And so terminate after 120 minutes of inactivity. So if it is the cluster is not used by anyone for continuously 2 hours, it is automatically going to terminate. The problem with this all-purpose cluster is if you have real-time data, if you want to perform real-time analytics, then you use this all-purpose cluster because it is alive. So it is alive 24 by 7. So if it is not active for 120 minutes, then only it is going to be inactive. Otherwise, it is going to be active for all the time. Okay. So that's why. So this all-purpose cluster is nothing but interactive cluster. So it will run 24 by 7. This job compute, whenever you run, whenever you schedule, so you schedule one pipeline or job at 7 p.m. every day 7 p.m. At that time 7 p.m. only it will be awake. It will be activated at 7 p.m. only. The cluster will be spin up at the start of the pipeline execution or job execution. After completion of that job or pipeline, na, it will shut down. It is going to be shut down. So this the good thing is job about job compute is it is not alive for all the time. It is alive only during the pipeline execution. Remaining time it will be terminated. The problem with this one is it will be active all the time. Uh, let's try from here. I'm able to connect to this or not. Hmm, this container name is feb adls, right? Feb adls. This is input only. Copy this key. Control V. Okay. Okay, let's run. Okay. Yes, guys. So, yeah, you can see from here. So now it is created. Okay, let's upload some files here. Mm, Feb, mm, Feb ADLS containers input. Let's upload some files here. Employees, new employees, some departments. Okay. Okay, it has uploaded. Let's create output folder also. Let me upload one file here. Okay, one file. Okay, it is taking some time. I want to read. So inside input, I have uploaded some files, right? I want to read here. So I want to read to this one, Databricks. How can we read? So mount point has created, right? So let's use so data frame equal to spark dot. If it is a CSV file, you know spark dot read dot CSV and the path. So how can you give path? How can we give the path? Slash mount slash input. Okay. In employees dot CSV, right? Slash employees dot CSV. Let's see. So earlier, so here only we have created, we here we have DBFS, right? So the path will be, you can see here, the path, copy path. Here you can see dbfs file store gopi like this. Na? So if you see from ADLS to read any file, so you need to use this mount /mnt. So that is mount and the folder. So input, okay, and employees.csv. If you want to see what data it has, you can see here. Yeah, it has some data. You can see here this data. Header true. So now you understood, right? So how we can connect from Databricks to ADLS means using this what? Using this what we can say mount point connection. So how to create this mount point? So I will ping you here. Wait 1 minute. This one you can Google it or you can ask ChatGPT. It will give you. Otherwise, copy this. Copy it and paste it somewhere. Okay. So in output also, I uploaded one file, right? Employees copy.csv. Employees, copy this name. Answer. Copy, viewer edit. Okay, this one. Na? Hmm. If I want to read this file, how can I read it? So just in place of input, I need to put this output and then this one. Can anyone say, will it is, am I doing correctly or not? So why it is saying path does not exist? Any answers? So I am reading one file from ADLS location. So earlier I am able to read the inside input. I have one file. I am able to read and I am able to fetch the data. So now for the same ADLS, I want to read the file from output folder. So it is failing. Why? Guys, any answers? Why it is failing? Anyone? Okay. So have we mounted this output folder? Here we have mounted only input folder. That's why you are able to read the data from input folder. So you want to read, if you want to read or write to this output folder, first we have to do this mounting. So for each container, we have to do this mounting. Okay. If you create one more folder for that container also, we need to first mount that one. So first we need to mount it, then only we can use it. So now this output folder is mounted. Now you can use it. So now you can read the file from here. Understood? So how can we mount how can we create mount point in Databricks? This one, just you need account name and account key and the container name. So to which folder you want to mount. So inside this, you can create as many number of folders. Okay. So here you can see inside input folder, you can create any number of folders. It will not be a problem. Okay, so inside input, let me create one add one folder OP. Okay, So, and inside Gopi, let me upload one file, some file list, not file list, employees. Okay, departments.csv. Okay, here you can see inside input and inside Gopi. Okay, here you can see. So inside Gopi, I have department folder. So it has inside department we have inside not inside Gopi we have department folder. It read the data. Okay, here you can see. So inside Gopi you have departments data. This one department name and department ID 123. Here you can see same data. So here I have created Gopi folder I have created inside input, but it hasn't thrown error earlier. So if I want to what if I want to read the data from output, so it created error because so already input folder is mounted. So inside input, if you create how many number of folders, it is not a problem. These are nested folders, right? For nested folders, no need to mount it. So only the root folder has to be mounted. Here, the root folders are here you can see these are the root folders. Input is root folder, output is root folder. If you create any other folder here at this primary level, at this level, if you create one more folder, that will be root folder. So for root level folder, we need to mount it. Okay. So now input is already mounted. You can create how many number of folders you want to create. You can create and you can read and write. Okay. So you can now output container also mounted, right? So inside output, you can create how many number of folders you want to. Okay. And here you can see, okay, so df, we inside df, we have some data. Let me write this one, df dot write. I am writing the same data to output folder, df dot write dot csv. Okay. Slash mount slash output slash gopi1 slash. So if I perform this one, will it get failed or will it write? Because inside output, if you see inside output, we don't have any folder. So we have only one file. But here I am saying what? Inside output, I want to create one more folder, Gopi1. So if I run this command, will it get failed or what? What error it will throw? Any answers? It won't throw error. It will create gopi1 folder. So from Databricks also you can create folders inside ADLS. So here you don't have folder till now, right? Let's see. Here it has created gopi1 folder, and inside gopi1 you can see one file and with the same data, departments data, one HR, two finance, three engineering. Okay. So like this from Databricks only we can manage the ADLS. Okay. Once you mount it, so first you have to mount the root folder. Then you can play with this. What's the problem with this? Mm, okay. So anyhow, our Databricks Community Edition is working, right? So for us, no problem. Uh, Today, what we can discuss next. So tomorrow we will see how to connect to this one. Okay. Okay. We have. Mm. Mm. So if you want to know, so if you we have some DB utils. Okay, so tomorrow we will discuss in full fledged. So what is DB utils and what is the widgets? Okay, so that tomorrow we will discuss. So if you want to know, so what files are inside that folder inside input folder, you can use this command DB utils and FS means file system. LS means list of the files or folders it will give you slash mount slash input. So here you can see inside input how many files we have. These are data bricks. Here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 files and one folder we have. So it will list down inside input how many. Here you can see one file with department.csv, and this one. Okay, and this one, Gopi. Yeah, this one also it has written. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are first one is file. Okay, second one is also file. Third one file. Fourth one file. Fifth one file. Sixth one also. So name Gopi. Yeah, it is a what folder. So it has shown as a folder. So this one DB utils means this is Databricks. Okay, Databricks has some mm, 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 what we can say about DB utils. Oh, mm, mm, mm. DB utils. What to say? Okay, so tomorrow we will see this what is DB utils. So this Databricks, what how to say this one. Databricks has provided this DB utils. Okay, this one will be used to list down what folders, what files are there, so we can perform some copy actions. So without moving to, if you don't have access to this ADLS, na, from Databricks only we can move the folders and we can move the files and we can delete the files. We can what we can make the directories. Everything we can do from Databricks only. So if you don't have, sometimes what happens, you will have access to Databricks. They will give you access to Databricks, but they won't provide you access to this one. So what we need to do, we can use this Databricks utils. Okay. Um, in our organization, in our projects, what we will do, so if any important any important variables or any important keys or any important urls or any important databases names are there, we can write all of them in one notebook, right, at one place. So we call it utilities. That one is utilities notebook we will call. So we will, in our projects also we will maintain that notebook. For each environment we will maintain that one. So inside that one we will maintain keys, passwords, variable, some container names and database names and some urls. So everything we will maintain in one notebook, that is utilities. Same like this Databricks utils also give you some like, so if you want to pass, we have tomorrow we will see widgets. So if you want to pass some variables dynamically, here what we are doing, so input x equal to 2, input y equal to 3, we are passing now. Sometimes what happens, not x is not always 2, sometimes it can be changed. So here we can create that dynamic passing of variables. Okay, sometimes what happens, so we will have one url, but url is environment specific, right? For dev environment we will have one url, for test environment we will have one url, right? So in the drop down box what we will create, so the all the urls we will create, dev environment url and everything we will create for each so here we will not pass that url, just we will pass the. So okay, let me show you how we will create this. Otherwise, tomorrow we will discuss, but just I am giving the brief. So here, so that widget's name will be URL. Okay, environment URL. So that will be the name of this. So you will have dev URL, some dev URL.com. Okay, so for text URL com. Okay. So what happens? You will write some code here. So you will write some code here. But if you write dev, you are working in dev environment. So if you hard code the dev environment URL, if you do CI/CD, this dev URL will pass to test environment. Okay. And the same will pass to production. Okay. So it will move to production also, but the hard coded URL is dev URL, right? So that time what happens? It get failed. Notebook will get failed. That's why what you will do, instead of hard coding this, you will pass URL. So here we have created na, so environment URL with the same name, environment URL, you will create one variable. So here you can get the widgets with the name this one and drop down. So in the drop down, you can check. So if you check, if you are working in dev environment, just click that one. So if you click that one, this environment URL will be dev. And if you are working in prod environment, so what you can do, so this for the same this one, you will have prod url.com. Okay, so what you will do, so the same drop down box, it will come with environment URL. You can check that prod URL. So now whenever you are working in prod URL na, that prod URL it will fetch. So to dynamically pass the values or variables or database names, what we can do, we can use that widgets. Maybe this point of view, it will be confusing. So always we know we will not use hard coded values. Sometimes what happens, we need to pass the variables or databases or keys or anything dynamically. That time we can create Databricks widgets. Okay, these are the utilities. Okay, these are the utils to create, to see what are the list of this one what is the list of files or list of folders inside that one. So if you want to see inside output what are the files we have, if you want to see, you can see from here. So dbutils.fs means file system, .ls means list of the whatever you have. So inside output we have this employees copy, and I have created gopi1 folder also. It has shown this. Okay, so if you want to see inside gopi1 what is the folder name, so you can pass that one also. Inside gopi1 you have the all this. Okay. uh, Tomorrow we will discuss everything. So tomorrow the class will be on utils and widgets. Okay. Tomorrow we will discuss in detail about this. So today we have discussed how to do physical partitioning and how to do logical partitioning and row functions we have discussed, and also how we can create, how we can connect from Databricks to ADLS we have seen, and how to create mount points we have discussed. Okay, so tomorrow we will discuss DB utils and widgets and everything we will discuss. If time permits, we can see how to connect to SQL database also. We will discuss tomorrow. This cluster is okay. I will resolve this issue. Don't worry. Yeah, guys, if you have any queries, you can ask me. So you understood, right? So how physical partitioning helps and how logical partitioning we perform, and then how to connect from a Databricks to ADLS we have seen today, how to create that mount point. In the chart, I have shared the code. Otherwise, you can get it from this one from online also. You can get it. So you can type like I want to connect from Databricks to ADLS using account key. So we can connect to ADLS in three ways. One is managed identity, and other one is what? Other one is managed identity, other one account key, and third one is service principal. So to create service principal, it is difficult here. So that's why. And managed identity also, first we need to create managed identity service, and then inside that one we need to pass all these So the account key and everything we need to provide there. So then we can use that managed identity. And third option is directly using as a account key, storage account key that today we have discussed. Okay, if you have any doubts regarding this mount point or partition by, you can ask now. Tomorrow we will discuss that DB utils. It is very useful. Okay, so we can move, we can operate ADLS from Databricks itself. Sometimes what happens after processing the file? So once you process the file, after processing a file, we need to delete it because every day the file comes up, and if you want to delete, okay, then the all the files will come file up, and it will eat our storage memory. That's why we have to do this archival processing or data retention policy we have to apply. So that time what we can do after writing all the code, in the last command what we will do, we will move the file to other archival folder. So have we discussed this one? So in data cleanup or anything, we will have one folder, input folder, and other folder will be archival folder. And after keep, so what we will do, so we will in inside input file, we will have some one file. That file we will process. After processing of that file, we will move it to archival folder. We will keep it in for 30 days or 90 days. It depends on our archival process policy. Okay, because someday sometimes we will lose the data, right? So to have that historical data, we will keep it for 60 or 90 days. After 60 or 90 days, automatically it will delete from that archival folder. So in this way, what we can do, so the data management will be good and clean up. So the storage will not be file up. So the resources will not be eaten. Okay, so in that case, what we have to do after all the code we have written in the notebook, at last we have to use this db start moving. So to move one folder to other folder, we have .mv. So it will move. Tomorrow we will discuss. Don't worry. Just I am telling. So why this is important? Why we are using this dbutils.fs.ls or dbutils.f this moving. So we need to move from input folder to archival folder. Okay, then after 60 to 90 days, after keeping that for 60 to 90 days, we can remove it. So we can use dbutils.rm. rm means remove that folder, remove that file. Rm means it will remove that file. We will give that file path, so it will remove automatically. So in real projects, we will have this. In interviews, they may ask you, so are you implementing this data archival process or data retention policy? If they ask you, then you can explain, yes, we are implementing. So every day we will process one file. After processing that file, we will keep it to archival folder. So for historical maintenance, we will keep it for 60 days. After 60 days, it will automatically get removed. Okay, so we are using this db utils we are using this db utils functions. So they are moving. So after our code, so in the last cell of the notebook, we are moving the folder file from input to archival. So after 60 days, it will we will process the dates also now. So after 60 days, automatically it will remove from the archival folder also. This way we are implementing the data retention policy, and the data will be cleaned up. The storage account space will be always available in our folders, our accounts. So it won't get stuck, you can say. Yeah, they will ask some interviewers. They will ask because data retention policy is very important. Okay, so data retention policy is nothing but once you process the file, so we have to delete it, right? So instead of deleting, what we are doing, so we are keeping it in archival folder for some time for historical maintenance. We are maintaining. After we will look for, so if anyone comes for the data, so we lost the data, we want the last 15 days or last 1 month data they want. So we have already, we have those files in this one, right? What archival folder, we can provide them. So if they don't want ask for 2 months, then we can directly delete it. So interviewers may ask this question because it is very important concept. Data archival and data cleanup. Tomorrow we will discuss in detail what is dbutils, how can we move one file from and how can we copy, how can we move, how can we make directories? I mean, how can we create directories from Databricks, and how to remove the files from Databricks. Okay, and we can see how can we dynamically pass the inputs. So in while teaching Python, I told x equal to 2, y equal to 3, right? So instead of taking x equal to 2, so maybe the input may changes sometimes, right? So we have widgets, db, this one, db deals dot widgets. So that concept also tomorrow we can discuss. Yeah.